Awesome catch, bro.
Emotional damage.
Good morning, everyone. Today in the news, the stock markets are currently dipping, but more importantly, racism is on the plate. Last night, we did a whole video breakdown of Tim Walz talking about how white people put mayo on tacos. And Kamala Harris herself says, what do white people put on tacos? Mayo and tuna. But then, so I thought we were just going to leave it at that. I thought we were going to stop right there because who cares? We don't need to freak out over everything. It's a silly joke. It's not even that funny. But then I woke up to this morning. And what you're going to see, I want you to see this with me. What you're going to see in regards to how they're freaking out about how you mispronounce Kamala Harris because it's racism is one of the greatest double standards I've ever seen since last week. Now, I enjoy these videos. I'm not going to freak out and lose my mind and start screaming and do like other podcasters will probably do today. I'm going to have a good time because I think politics is full of crap. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. This is perfect for me and perfect for you. So last night we did this video breakdown about Kamala Harris, and we're going to break it down one more time.
Like I have white guy tacos and
Tim Walz and Kamala Harris, this video has been going viral.
like I have white guy tacos and
What does
like
that
black,
mean? Like mayonnaise and tuna? What are you doing?
pretty much.
Mayonnaise and tuna. Okay, so keep that in mind. But I woke up to this morning. Apparently last night, CNN had an absolute meltdown. And you're going to want to see this. Pay attention to this very carefully. Miss Nancy Mace, a bestie of mine, Charleston native. Okay, here we go. This, and I have the full clip as well. So we'll have the context and we'll also have the freak out. But here's what the freak out looked like. Check this out.
And Kamala Harris, if
Kamala,
I were
Kamala.
a man,
Kamala.
It's Kamala. You're doing this on purpose.
You're doing it on purpose.
You can't expect people to
if
respect
a
your
man put
service
on
if
a
you don't
skirt and
respect
walked
hers.
that stage 25 years ago, she
You're a
would have
white
said
woman
she would have
disrespecting a
taken
black
that
woman. That is-
achievement away.
You're a white woman disrespecting a black woman. Which, those of you that know, is the ultimate crime. Imagine the horror on his face. You said Kamala wrong. Don't you mispronounce my Kamala like that. That's my Kamala. This clip is the best. I love that fake outrage over subtle racism. It's just so silly. Like, can we just get to a place where we laugh about this? You know, Kamala Harris could teach us all a little lesson. It's okay to make fun of each other's races. Here she is making fun of Tim Walz. What do you put mayonnaise and tuna on your tacos? Freaking Whitey. He should have said, yeah, what do you put on your tacos? Fried chicken and collard greens? Mix it up with a little purple drink? Like, why can't we just get back to there? But no, you say Kamala wrong, I swear to God, I'll lose my mind.
And
Right.
Kamala Harris, if I were
Kamala,
a man,
Kamala. You said
I
this
will
before.
say
You Nancy
anything that I
Nancy.
want.
It's
Kamala.
Kamala.
It's
You're
Kamala.
doing this on purpose,
I am
Congresswoman.
not.
Disrespectful.
If
All the black people are losing their minds and the white people are just sitting there like, I don't know what to do with my anti-white racism. I was trained on this moment. I was trained how to handle this moment. Now I'm confused.
You can't expect people to respect.
Okay, but it gets better. Okay, because you can't just mispronounce Kamala Harris's name wrong without a nice lecture about it. You need to have a lecture, especially from this guy. This guy's one of the worst. I mean, he is like falling in the footsteps of all the race baiters back in the day, the race grifters. His whole purpose on today's show was to make sure you pronounce Kamala Harris's name correctly. What a life. Okay, watch this. This is so funny to me. I love this stuff.
Michael.
That sounds like self-hatred and justification of white supremacy. And let me just say this.
That sounds like self-hatred and white justification and white supremacy. If I could just say so myself. Let him go, Pastor. Let him speak. Let him speak. Let him speak, Pastor. This is CNN, but this could be church in a minute if I want it to be. And the white woman goes, love this. Love the way this is happening. Love this for me.
Michael.
That sounds like self-hatred and justification of white supremacy. And let me just say this, because this Congresswoman is a wonderful human being, but when you disrespect Kamala Harris by saying you will call her whatever you want, I know you don't intend it to be that way. That's the history and legacy of white disregard for the humanity of black people.
So now you're
You're disregarding black people. But here in this video, Kamala Harris is regarding white people.
Like I have white guy tacos and
What is
like
that?
black.
Like mayonnaise and tuna? What do you?
Funny. But if you say Kamala Harris's name wrong, hold up, white woman. Hold up. Let me say something. Talk to him. Talk to him, Pastor. Talk to him, cuz. Talk to him. Let me tell you. Ooh, look at him putting his finger up. What is going on with your finger here? Unbelievable. That's close enough to be a white supremacist symbol. Nancy Mace is putting up her hand saying, Ice, what am I supposed to do in this moment? You're nuts. Okay. Okay, let's go. We need to see this whole video. I just want to keep in context constantly with this stuff, guys. It's such a double standard, and there's literally almost no point to pointing out the double standard because it's so obvious, but we must do it because the double standard is there. Okay, watch. The lecture gets so lectury.
Michael.
That sounds like self-hatred and justification of white supremacy. And let me just say this, because
Say it,
this
Pastor.
Congresswoman is a wonderful human being, but when you disrespect Kamala Harris by saying you will call her whatever you want, I know you don't intend it to be that way. That's the history and legacy of white disregard for the humanity of black people.
so now you're calling me racist.
I didn't say. I just
That
said you
is
weren't a
BS.
racist.
That is
No,
complete
you don't have
BS.
to intend racism
No,
to
no,
accomplish
you are
it.
intending that I
Your
am
disrespect
racist,
of Kamala
and
Harris
that is
part and
offensive.
parcel of a
Why can't you
tradition
just-
to disrespect.
Why
It's
can't you just,
offensive,
Congresswoman,
and it's
why can't you
it's
just,
offensive.
why can't you
Congresswoman, why can't you just say her name? Say Kamala correctly. Or else, Congresswoman, I'm gonna lecture you one more time. I'm gonna make you come to Vanderbilt and listen to my entire lecture about being racist in America. Racist in America. I can't keep going.
Disrespect.
Why
It's
can't you just,
offensive,
Congresswoman,
and it's
why can't you
it's
just,
offensive.
why
That
can't
is
you
I'm not calling you a
disgusting.
racist.
No,
I'm
you
saying
are.
what
Congresswoman, this is a struggle session, and I love to see it. And those of you that know what a struggle session is, it's very common in communism stuff practices. Controlling the language is very important. And you're watching him lecture her and get her to submit. Congresswoman, listen to me. You're saying her name wrong. That is not right. We must be right. It's so silly, but they are very serious. Don't you disrespect me. I can only disrespect you. I'm the one in power here.
The
You are.
practice is
You
racist.
are. You absolutely
can't you
are.
just
The practice is racist.
The practice is racist. That's right. That's right. The practice is racist. But if you ask a black person to say ask, that's racist. It's the same thing. Some of us come from different cultures, different backgrounds, and we pronounce things differently. Oh my God, is that true? No, only white people need to constantly try to check the way they say things and say in that person's cultural context correctly. Yeah, that's right. Violet, Violet in the chat. Her name is Indian, so there's that Kamala Ding Dong. Okay, you know what? You know what, Violet? We're getting lectured, okay? You need to take a seat back and listen. Because apparently I'm learning this, that if I bring my culture to a conversation, I have to pronounce things in Mr. Vanderbilt's way of pronouncing things. But if he tries to tell me how he says words, I'm not allowed to culturally rebuke him. That's not how you say ask. And you know it. Say it right. Milk is pronounced milk. Yeah. Oh, I miss milk. Okay, wait. I can keep going. I mean, there's so much here. It's just, and so little. And remember, keep in mind, I just want to refresh her.
Like I have white guy tacos and
What is
like
that?
black.
Like mayonnaise and tuna? What?
Yeah, mayonnaise and tuna. I can be racist to you, which I don't care. I think it's hilarious, but I ain't putting up with the double standard.
It's
Just-
offensive.
I'm
That
not
is
calling you a
disgusting.
racist.
No,
I'm saying
you are.
what the
You are.
practice is
You
racist.
are. You absolutely
Why
are.
not? The
That
prayer
is-
way
let
of
me-
saying
let me
it.
get
Disrespecting. No, what's disgusting
That
is
is
your
disgusting.
disrespect of her.
Professor.
This gentleman said,
You know what?
Professor.
You
What's
don't know her name.
disgusting
He's
to
trying
women
to do
is
it.
her disrespect of women. She doesn't know what a woman is. And if 25 years ago,
White
I
women don't
became-
have the ability to tell black women who paid the price of blood to make this country what it is to tell them they're not real women.
20
Whoa. Whoa. You're lying. Oh my God. So you're a black supremacist. Shout out to Vanderbilt. Make sure you show up there and protest. Oh yeah, white people won't do that. Okay. You're a white, stupid. You're not allowed to talk about a black woman like that. I cannot believe this is happening on CNN. I can't believe my ears sometimes. And they think that they're the ones bringing about peace. This is very violent and warlike conversation. This is submit to me or else I will dominate you. That is literally what you're watching. This is mansplaining. Oh my God. Okay. I cannot believe this part right here. Even the black news anchor is trying to rail it in. I mean, listen to
is
this.
her disrespect of women. She doesn't know what a woman is. And if 25 years ago,
White
I
women don't
became-
have the ability to tell black women who paid the price of blood to make this country what it is to tell them they're not real women.
25
care for your
years ago,
babies
25
and
years ago,
respected
I
your
became
humanity.
White women don't have the ability to tell a black woman who paid the price of their blood to tell if they're a woman or not? What? What is that? What is that? I feel like he just came up with that himself. He's like, he's going to get home and be like, did you hear what I said to that white woman on stage? That was good. I'm going to write a whole dissertation about that when I get home.
25
They
years
care for
ago,
your babies
25
and
years ago,
respected
I
your
became the
humanity.
first woman to graduate from the Citadel, the Military College of South Carolina.
Oh, Snore. If you talk about Waffle House, I'm going to lose my crap.
I
So call her
fought my
name
way
right.
through it.
So
Tooth
pronounce
and
her
nail,
name
blood,
right.
sweat,
Let
and
me
tears.
actually
pronounce her name
and
right.
Kamala Harris, if I
Kamala,
were a man,
Kamala. You said
I
this
will
don't
say
call you Nancy
anything that I
Nancy.
want.
It's
Come on, it's
Kamala.
Kamala.
You're doing this on purpose,
I am
Congresswoman.
not.
Disrespectful.
Look at the white people. Good morning, Willie. Willie in the chat. Look at the white people during this conversation. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Somebody help me. Oh my God. Is it Kamala or is it Kamala? I don't even know. Dear God, somebody help me. I don't realize what I'm even doing here on CNN at the moment. What's my role here? This black dude can't out-black me. I'm about to lose my shizzle. This conversation is so cringe.
Kamala,
It's
you're
Kamala.
doing this on purpose,
I am
That's
not.
disrespectful.
If,
You can't expect people to
if
respect
a
your
man
service
put on
if
a
you don't
skirt
respect
and walked
hers.
that stage 25 years ago, she
You're a
would have
white
said
woman
she would have
disrespecting a
taken
black
that
woman. That is
achievement away from
problematic. I
women.
agree.
You're a white woman disrespecting a black woman. That is problematic. God, I hate this guy. I think I genuinely think people like that are some of the worst people in the world. All they do is get paid to sow division like that. And they're like, you people will be like, well, you're doing that. No, I'm calling it out. I'm like Trump. I would have been totally fine at home, but then I saw all these lies and I thought, I got to start a podcast and call these people out. Because, I mean, again, to keep it in context, this was literally released this last night by Kamala Harris.
Like I have white guy tacos and
What is
like
that?
black,
Like mayonnaise and tuna? What are you doing?
pretty much.
Okay, so that's fine. Is that fine? I don't know. If we're supposed to be all up in arms about anything that has any kind of racial connotation, we need to lose our minds. We need to freak out. We need to stomp that out. We need to correct people's speeches. We need to get them to submit to our wills. Because when you submit to my will, then I can control you. Speaking of control, one of my favorite cell phones I've seen in a while on Twitter or X is this. This is from Brian Stelter, my favorite. Yesterday, I applied for the media credentials for today's Trump press conference. Sorry. I used my Condé Nast email address and Vanity Fair special. Correspondent title. I received an email saying my request was denied. Oh, Brian, why would you put that on the internet for everyone to laugh at you for? Stop it. But today's all about racism. Today's not about Brian Stelter. And also, if you want to apply for a political associate for Kamala Harris, make sure you use the right pronouns. Okay? It's he, him, she, her, they, them, ze, them, zezer, am, her, fa, who. What? What are those? I have no idea. What's a z, her pronouns? What is a z, her pronouns? We're going to look this up together. Z, her, I don't know if I trust this. Okay. What? Z, her replaces she, he, they. It's a gender neutral pronoun? I didn't know I could be doing she, her. This whole time, I could be putting Z, her in for my corporate stuff. I'm doing it. I love doing stuff like that at my job. And I encourage every single one of you to do the same. Is because people look at me and they're like, you're a straight white male. You obviously are probably a Trump supporter. And so when I do stuff like that, they look at me, they double look at me like, are you joking? And I'm like, do not question my gender. What's an IM? Am I the only? Okay, what the heck is an? Somebody in the chat, please let me know what an IM is. IM? IM is also a gender neutral pronoun that is shortened version of they, them, their. What again, this is all very communist. It's like, this is our language. This is our God. This is how we pronounce things. You mispronounce Kamala wrong, we're going to lose our stuff. He, her, what is this? What's a he, her? I am, he, her. Violet says that's an old one, basically the only real one because I think it's German. XE, oh, okay, that makes sense. What's he, her? Her. A gender neutral, what? Everything's gender neutral. That is so weird to me. If everything is gender neutral, then everything means nothing. And nothing means everything. I mean, what kind of existential crap is that? We don't really talk about gender stuff. We're all kind of neutral here, okay? We're not going to get wrapped up in your white supremacy talk. Here is a gender neutral pronoun often used by gender non-conforming and gender queer people. Seriously, I feel like people, and these are the type of people, they're like Kamala Harris people that if you mispronounce Kamala Harris wrong, it's like you're the racist. And if you don't know these people's pronouns, or if they say their pronouns like, oh, my pronouns are Zezer, and you're like, cool. And then you look at them and you're like, Rebecca, use my pronoun. You're just like, I don't remember. I thought I heard a pronoun in there, but I don't. It's just we're set up for something insane. Okay, so just keep that in mind. This morning, it's this just a little help tip from your Uncle Derek. It's okay to be racist against white people, as proved by Kamala Harris herself, which is just great to see.
What is
Like
that?
black-
Like mayonnaise and tuna? What?
Okay, it's okay to be racist towards white people, but if you're racist towards black people,
And
right.
Kamala Harris, if I were
Kamala.
if you're racist towards black people, that's a problem. We're going to stomp you out. Maybe there's a camp we can put you in or something for re-education. Hope you guys have a wonderful day today. And remember to check the specific box in which you identify with. If you are a Zer or he, him, I'm going to check this one and that one today. Don't be afraid to check more than one box. It feels good. Say that, you know what? I'm all of these. I'm everything. I am everything and more. Actually, use my name only. Oh, that is actually nice. I hate clicking pronouns. Okay. Thanks, Uncle Derek. Thanks, Willie. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Enjoy your Friday, guys. No live show tonight, by the way. I'm going to